Hello, Year 2, how are you? And welcome to today's English lesson. So as you know, over the last few lessons, we've been writing different parts of our very own bubble story. We wrote about the beginning and about the 3 different places that Gabby goes on her magical adventure. Now today we're going to be writing the end of our story, okay? Which is where Gabby sees the sad-looking girl on the beach and she goes to help her by putting the bubbles on the sand. Okay, so that's the part of the story that we're going to be looking at today. Now, can you remember in the last 2 lessons, after you've written each paragraph, I asked you to check for full stops, capital letters, and that all of your verbs are in the correct tense, in the past tense. Well, I've also noticed that sometimes we miss words out of our sentences when we're writing. So we are going to do a retrieval activity where we're going to look at a paragraph and read it and see if we can work out where the missing words are. And then you can do this for your own work to check that you haven't missed out any words in your sentences. So here you go. Here's the paragraph that we're going to look at. One gloomy day, a lonely glum girl named Gabby wandered aimlessly the beach. She was listening to sound of the gigantic, powerful waves crashing against the rocks when suddenly noticed something mysterious in the cold, golden sand. She didn't know the object was, yet she still bent down to pick it up cautiously. Now, some things don't sound right in that paragraph, do they? Let's read the first sentence together. One gloomy day, a lonely, glum girl named Gabby wandered aimlessly the beach. Wandered aimlessly the beach. Does that make sense? Wandered aimlessly the beach. We're missing a word here, aren't we? What would our word be? Gabby wandered aimlessly the beach. Well, we're missing an adverb of place here, aren't we? We need a word like along or down or up or even on to add to that sentence. Wandered aimlessly along the beach. Wandered aimlessly down the beach. Wandered aimlessly up the beach. There you go. Our sentence sounds better now, doesn't it? So what I'd like you to do is pause the video and have a look to see if you can find all of the missing words and if you can add a word in where one is missing. Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, Year 2, so let's have a look. She was listening to sound of the gigantic, powerful waves. She was listening to sound. She was listening to sound. No, whatever way I say it, and it doesn't sound right. So, what word is missing here? She was listening to sound. Ah, yes, she was listening to the sound of the gigantic, powerful waves. There we go, crashing against the rocks when suddenly noticed something mysterious. What's missing there? Who noticed this? Who noticed something mysterious? Ah, yes, it was Gabby, wasn't it? So we can have Gabby here, or she. She noticed something mysterious in the cold, golden sand. She didn't know the object was. She didn't know the object was. I think we're missing a question word out here. Because if we asked a question, we'd say, what is the object? So we need the word what here, the question word what, but where? She didn't know the object was. She didn't know the what object was. She what didn't know the object was. She didn't what know the object was. She didn't know what the object was. Ah, there we go. So we need to add what there. She didn't know what the object was, yet she still bent down to pick it up cautiously. Brilliant. We've corrected all of those sentences by filling in the missing words. Well done. So as I said, today we're going to be writing the ending of our story. So here is my plan that I wrote. So I've got my different adverbs of place, adverbs of manner. I've got my sentence with a conjunction in, and I've got my expanded noun phrases. If you'd like to pause the video now and have a little read of my plan. Okay, Year 2. So let's see how this plan turned into my ending paragraph of my story. I'm going to read it all to you now. After Gabby had explored the jungle, the magical bubble soon returned in front of Gabby once again. So she leapt joyfully back onto the bubble. When Gabby was travelling to her next location, she suddenly noticed a lonely blue girl below her, wandering leisurely along the empty, vast beach. She took pity on the girl, so she felt sorry for her. So she thought carefully for a while about how she could help. She was really enjoying her adventure, yet she decided to float gracefully down to the beach and kindly leave the bubbles for the girl on the sand. Next, she hid quietly behind a rock and watched the girl cautiously pick up the bubbles and carefully blow them, just like she had done. Gabby wondered where the girl would go on her magical unforgettable adventure. There we go. So again, can you see how many adverbs of place, adverbs of manner, conjunctions and expanded noun phrases I fit into that one tiny paragraph? So let's look at it sentence by sentence. After Gabby had explored the jungle, so that's telling me when, that's my adverb of time, the magical bubble soon returned in front of Gabby. So that's telling me my adverb of place, where the bubble returned to. So the magical bubble soon returned into the sky. The magical bubble soon returned below Gabby's feet once again. So here we've got our consequence. She leaped joyfully. Okay, she leaped excitedly. She leaped happily because she thought she was going on another adventure back onto the bubble. When Gabby was travelling to her next location, so again, that tells us when it's happening. I know we haven't learned about adverb of time in this unit of work, but we learned about it in the last. So you can add these to your paragraph if you'd like. When Gabby was travelling to her next location, she suddenly noticed a lonely blue girl. She suddenly noticed a lonely glum girl. She suddenly noticed a lonely upset girl. There are lots of synonyms for blue that you could use here. Below her, she suddenly noticed a lonely blue girl on the beach. She suddenly noticed a lonely blue girl in front of her. She suddenly noticed a lonely blue girl below her. That's what I went for, the adverb of place, below her. Wandering leisurely, okay, wandering aimlessly, wandering slowly along, so there's my other adverb of place, the empty, vast beach. The sandy, hot beach. The empty, long beach. Okay, so there's lots of different expanded noun phrases that you could use.